Hey everyone, this week's video is something that you have all been asking for, chronic illness, and how does that relate to our mental health? So stay tuned. So like I said, this week's topic is chronic illness, and I've heard from many of you that you're concerned about how it relates to your eating disorder behaviors, self-harm behaviors, and overall mental health. And I've done a lot of thinking about it, and I would also welcome all of your comments because this is a topic that I can definitely revisit and I can go over again, but I just want to make sure that the couple points that I think are important to make are made. So like I said, let me know if there's other topics and other portions of this that you want more information, okay? And give it a thumbs up if you want me to do more. So, chronic illness and mental health. How are they related? Well, when someone is diagnosed with a chronic illness, the term chronic obviously means it's a long time. It doesn't mean lifelong potentially, but it can mean lifelong. And for someone who has a chronic illness, let's say it starts when we're a child, we may miss out on those normal activities. We may not learn how to swim, we may not go to the prom, we may not have our first boyfriend or our first kiss, or we may not play sports with our friends. We may not be able to do a lot of the things that other people are doing. And that can feel really bad. And we can also get bullied at school because we're, different. We're doing something different than other people. And that can make us feel really shitty, right? We'll feel really bad. And what do we do with all that emotion, right? If we are not seeing a therapist and we're not in a group for others with chronic illness, we can kind of feel alone, right? And we feel kind of isolated. And I'm here to tell you that you're not, because even if you can't get out of your house and it's really a struggle to get about your daily life, we're all here for you. Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome to our community, right? We're all helping one another. So I would encourage you to utilize the comment section as kind of a self-help and a group that we can help one another. My website is available to you to post and to share because my community is about love and support and letting everyone know that we're not alone. We're in this together, right? And so chronic illness can really lead to a slew of different mental health issues. Because let's say we've had it since we're a child and we're into adulthood and we feel like it's kind of hindered us. We may not have been able to finish college like we thought we would. We might not be able to have a full-time job because we can't stand for too long, or we have trouble getting around. Mobility is an issue, or focus. You can see how there's a bunch of different things, and all of those potential milestones that we think we're going to hit, we might not be able to hit. And so along with other people maybe bullying us and talking mean and just being nasty, because people can be nasty. Along with that, we feel it inside and we are nasty to ourselves. It's just like that eating disorder voice and that self-harm voice. Do you see now how they're connected? So if something is happening to us physically, and a lot of times people can't see what's happening inside and they might not know that we're actually sick, and they can call us a faker or a liar or tell us it could be worse, you could have da-da-da-da-da, without even knowing what's actually going on. So all of this stuff is happening. All these things are happening or not happening, and we're feeling just so overwhelmed and we don't know who to talk to and we have no outlet, right? So what in the world are we supposed to do with it? And that's kind of where the chronic illness runs into our mental health. It can make us depressed because, like I said, we have that nasty voice going all the time that you're not okay and you're not normal and nobody, right? It can make us depressed, and we can have suicidal thoughts because that's where depression takes us, and that's where that nasty voice will take us. And we can have anxiety because getting out and about in front of people can be a lot of stress, it can be a lot of pressure, and it's just really crappy, right? And so if we don't have an outlet, that can lead also to eating disorder behavior and self-harm behavior. Because like I've talked about in my older videos, like my video from almost over a year and a half ago, what is an eating disorder? I'm wearing a red shirt, I think. Wow, good memory. But what is an eating disorder? I talk about how it is an emotional attachment. It's something that's happening emotional in our life. It's an emotional response, and we don't have an outlet for it that is quote unquote healthy. So instead we use food, and we focus on food because it gives us something to give all of that energy to. And it's the same with self-harm. It's the same with anxiety. It's the same with depression. And so what do we do about it? Like I said, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my community. We can help one another, right? That's really why I've created all of this. And I would love to see all of the comments and the likes and things going on below where you're helping one another and you're sharing what's worked for you. And I would also extremely encourage you, find a therapist. Find someone who works with chronic illness, works with the hospital. A lot of clinics, hospitals, doctors, surgeons, nurses have great referrals. And it's okay to ask. There is no shame in saying, hey, do you have any therapists in the area that you've recommended that other people have said are good? Or do you have any people that you've worked with in the past that were great? I get questions like that all the time when I have to tell somebody, oh, I'm full, they call and, well, who else would you recommend? They have lists, so don't be afraid to ask. And while you're asking for a therapist, ask for the local group. There are always groups. Almost every hospital I've ever been to personally or professionally has groups for this. They have chronic illness groups, and they also have groups for caretakers. So if you yourself are watching this and you don't have the chronic illness, but maybe your spouse or your loved one does, they have groups for you as well. So make sure you get help. Make sure you have a safe place to vent and to know that you're not alone. And all of these feelings are warranted. You have them for a reason. We just have to find a healthy outlet for all of that, okay? And you can always journal. Hey, I know you hate it, but some of you like it. Or you can vlog. A lot of my members have been vlogging lately, and that can give a nice outlet if you don't like to type or write, or if you don't like to journal the traditional way. Okay, I'm doing a lot of air quotes today. I don't know why. But anyway, so I hope that that's helpful. And like I said, leave your comments and your helpful hints below. Help one another. Love on one another. We're here to support, right? And if you want to see more videos about this topic, give me the thumbs up and let me know what more information you'd like what topics do you want me to dive deeper into, because you request and I respond, and we'll keep working together as you subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel, because I put out videos every Monday, and sometimes I vlog a lot lately, so you don't want to miss out, right? And we'll keep working towards a healthy mind and a healthy body. Extra quotes. Healthy mind, healthy body. I don't know why I did that so much. I'm so warm in this house with all these lights. Okay.